Good morning, students. We will continue our chapter, The Proposal. Natalia, well, there, it's you. And Papa said, go, there is a merchant. Come for his goods. How do you do, Ivan Vasilevich? Now, she was surprised to see the person. She said, oh, it's you are. Papa said, go, there is a merchant. Come for his goods. Lomo, how do you do, honored Natalia Stepanova? Now he asked, how are you? Natalia, you must excuse my apron and necklace. We are shelling peas for drying. Now she said, you must excuse me as I am wearing apron and necklace. We are shelling peas for drying. Why haven't you been here for such a long time? Now she asked where he was. Why haven't he been there for such a long time? Sit down. They seat themselves. Won't you have some lunch? Now she says, please sit down. They sit themselves and now she asks, won't you have some lunch? Lomo, no thank you. I have had some already. He said, no, he have had some already. Natalia, then smoke. Then she said, you can smoke. Here are the matches. The matches are here. The weather is splendid now. The weather is good. Weather is splendid. But yesterday it was so wet that the workmen did not do anything all day. She said, yesterday the weather was not good. It was so wet that the workmen they didn't do anything all day. How much hay have you stocked? Now again she asked, how much hay have you stocked? Just think, I felt greedy and had a whole field cut. And now I am not at all pleased about it because I am afraid my hay may rot. Now she says that I felt greedy, and as she felt greedy, she had a whole field cut, and now she was not at all pleased about it because she was afraid her hay may rot. I ought to have waited a bit. Now she says she ought to have waited a bit. But what is this? Why you are in evening dress? Again she noticed that the person was in evening dress. She said, why you are in evening dress? Well, I never. Are you going to a ball or what? She asked, are you going for a party? Thought, I must say you look better. Tell me, why are you got up like that? Now she said, tell me why you are got up like that. Why are you in the same in this dress? Lomo excited. You see, honored Natalia Stepanovna, the fact is I have made up my mind to ask you me out. Now the person was excited. He said, honored Natalia Stepanovna, the fact is I have made up my mind to ask you something. I want to ask something. Of course, you will be surprised and perhaps even angry. But aside, it's awfully cold. But he says, of course, you will be surprised or you may be angry. But it is awfully cold. Natalia, what is the matter? Pause. Well, now she was surprised. She can't understand. What was the reason? She said, what is the matter? Well, Lomo, I shall try to brief. Now he says, I shall try to tell you. I shall try to speak, try to explain you in brief. You must know, honored Natalia Stepanovna, that I have long since my childhood, in fact, had the privilege of knowing your family. Now he said, you know, I have long since my childhood, in fact, had the privilege of knowing your family, that we are familiar. Our families are familiar, and my late aunt and her husband, from whom, as you know, I inherited my land. Always had the greatest respect for your father and your late mother. Now he again says, my late aunt and her husband. He inherited his land from them, and now he says, they always had the greatest respect for your mother and for your father. The Lomus and the Chubukos have always had the most friendly, and I might almost say the most affectionate regard for each other. Now he continues that Lomus and Chubuko, they have always had the most friendly. They are always friendly, and I must almost say the most affectionate regard for each other. They pay regard to each other, and as you know, my land is a near neighbor of yours. You will remember that my oxen meadows touch your birthwoods. Now again he says, you know, my land is a near neighbor of yours. Our lands are near. So you will remember that my oxen meadows touch your birchwoods. So he says that my meadows touch your birchwoods. Excuse me interrupting you. You say my oxen meadows. Now Natalia, she says, excuse me interrupting you. You say my oxen meadows. Lomo, yes, mine. Lomo says, yes, they are mine. Natalia, what are you talking about? Oxen meadows are ours, not yours. Now she says, no, you are wrong. What are you talking about? Oxen meadows are ours, they are not yours. Lomo, no, mine, honored Natalia Stepanovna. Again he says, no, they are mine. So we will continue it. First, now we will do this passage, and the passage 1, we just get along to my treasure, and you will do this passage in your notebook. And the first question is, the speaker of these lines is Stepan Stepanovich Chubukov. Second, Natalia Stepanovna. Third, Ivan Vasilievich Lomov. And the fourth one, Natalia's mother. And you will choose the right answer. Next, the speaker's neighbor is. You will tell first Stepan Stepanovich Chubukov. Second, Natalia Stepanovna. Third, Ivan Vasilievich Lomov. And the fourth, Anton Chekhov. So you will choose the right answer. Third, the man who is wearing a formal dress is. First, Lomov. Second, Natalia. Third, Chubukov. And the fourth, N. Gorky. Last, you shouldn't dash all about your neighbors, and you will fill in the right word. So you will do this passage in your notebook, and we will continue our chapter tomorrow.